everybody, and welcome to another live stream. So, today's another live stream. Um, Today I will be showing all the new puppets so far, which are all the bead string puppets, and then after I show those, I will also show my project and what it looks like so far. Like last time when I showed it in a live stream so that I didn't say I was gonna show it, but I ended up showing it anyways. So yeah, people have saw that so far, like before I added stuff to it and everything. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, so we got all the new puppets, and oh yeah. So right now we have this beach string, which is pink and purple. So which means the first puppet we're gonna be showing is pink and purple. So let's go ahead and show it. So here's this puppet right here. It is pink and purple. It's basically supposed to be a fox. So yeah, this is this one right here. It's definitely really cool. Not the most detailed one. I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, we got this one right here. So it's pink and purple. Not like one of my most detailed ones. I mean, honestly, it could be more detailed, but there wasn't really much I can add for like shapes and patterns and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what this one ended up looking like. And it's definitely not my best one. So then the next one we're gonna be showing is, guess what? Purple and white. So that means the next puppet I'm gonna be showing is literally purple and white. So we're gonna be showing the purple and white one. Hang on. One of its ears is a little floppy. There we go. Sorry. So we got this one. So this one's this one. I will say this one is kind of turned out pretty interesting, but again, not one of my most detailed ones. It could definitely be a lot more detailed. But it still looks pretty good and pretty cool. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, it's definitely a cool one. I'm definitely proud of it. It could definitely use some more details, but I mean, having that little drip effect, I mean, it looks pretty cool. But like I said, it could use a little bit more detail, but I mean, it looks pretty good nonetheless. I mean, yeah, sure, it could be a lot better, but I mean, honestly, this is my style, so like the style's not gonna really change much. But yeah, it actually took me about an hour to an hour and a half to make, at least, so yeah, this is kind of like the cartoony style, which not a lot of people do in the Dragon Puppet community. They like to do the hyper realistic ones, and I'm just gonna say this now, I am not good at hyper realistic. So y'all probably, if y'all like the hyper realistic ones I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna be like everybody else kind of thing. This is my style. I mean, a lot of people are like, yeah, you could do better, but it's like, so yeah, I just figured I'd bring up the style thing, because when I look at my shorts, I can actually see, like, when people, rate the video, it's like, ratings, like, from, like, 4 to 10 to, like, maybe, like, 6 to 10, so and who knows? It's probably because a lot of people, they prefer these hyper-realistic ones or super detailed ones. It's like, that's not really what I'm into or what I'm good at, but there is some ones that I can guess that are a little bit more detailed, but in my style. So yeah. So hello Joshua, Channy, and also hello, Tony Cranny. Welcome to the live stream. So, hopefully I pronounced those right. Actually, it's Cranley. My bad. So yeah, so we just showed that one. There's two of beach things I have not did of the collection yet. So yeah. So, the next one is going to be the black and white one, which didn't end up on the bead string, thing, mainly because I didn't have enough black beads to do it, But yeah, this one kind of ended up almost looking almost gothic, almost in a way, which was actually kind of interesting. I mean, it looked pretty interesting to be fair. Um, I mean, the swirls, they look pretty cool. I mean, it gives it that really interesting effect. It definitely gives it that detailed effect that, it just gives it more, like, pizzazz with the swirls and stuff. Almost like it's like a magic dragon, I guess you could say, but not really kind of thing. So, yeah, we got the black and white one, which, yes, somebody did suggest doing black and white. That's kind of what the beat strings are every Sunday is, like, you suggest colors and then it becomes a dragon puppet. That's kind of like, basically what I do. So then we got this side, which both sides look fairly similar. I mean, the swirls are kind of different on both sides. I will say that. But this one on both sides, it looks fairly similar. Um, so yeah, I will say the ear looks pretty good. And it turned out pretty well, honestly. I just am surprised of like how gothic it ended up looking. I mean, I would prefer to use that word but now I know some people are gonna be like, well, that's a stereotype. I'm I'm not using a stereotypical thing. I'm just being honest. It looks gothic. It looks like a gothic dragon, which, yeah, I mean, oh, hello, Palma. It's just, there's some people that would probably get upset about me saying that, so I'm just, like, saying it. I don't mean it in a mean way or anything. I'm just, like, seeing how it looks and kind of thing, so it looks, yeah. And so that's one of them. Honestly, you can actually look up how to, make the base on YouTube, and then you can maybe look up like a picture of Toothless, and then maybe make something similar. But here's my thing: you can't make it look exactly like Toothless, like realistically exactly like Toothless because of copyright things. Like you would have to basically get. I'm pretty sure you would have to, but then again, I think a lot of people know what Toothless is. I mean, it's probably not that big of a deal, but yeah. Honestly, a lot of people always ask me for a tutorial. Here's my thing. Right now, I can't really make any tutorials because I don't have anything to hold my phone up or anything to hold up anything, so it just doesn't really work very well. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm unable to do tutorials. So I just tell people, but then again, I think at this point, there are plenty of tutorials on how to make a dragon puppet online. I just don't see the point of like making one myself because, I mean, I use a tutorial to learn how to make it. No, I can't. I'm trying to say, no, I'm not gonna make a toothless. I thought you were asking, like, how to make it. I can't I just said I can't do a tutorial because I'm trying to, like, explain why. I just said you can literally go check, you can look up, how to make a dragon puppet tutorial. Like, I'm not trying to be mean here. Like, at this point, there's probably, like, a gazillion, different ways how to make a dragon puppet and all of, like, the different, dragon puppet tutorials. Like I said, you can just, it's best to, like, make the head base your own style instead of, like, copying somebody else. Like, it's just best to, like, get a basic shape of the dragon and then glue the pieces together and stuff. I mean, that's how I make it, but, I mean, it's just, I usually just tell people to go look it up because I just don't see the point of making a tutorial when there's hundreds of other people who've made one. It's just, and I know people are like, oh, why can't you make a tutorial, like, and get mad because they're like, oh, they refuse to make a tutorial. Like, okay, I get it, but, like, I mean, just because you think everybody has their own way of making puppets, sometimes people, they actually did a tutorial themselves to learn how to make them, and that's how they say it. I think just some people, they just misunderstand when, somebody says, oh, I can't make a tutorial. Like, um, Yeah, maybe eventually, but it's just I'm not one that's able to do that right now. Like, not really trying to be mean to people who want a tutorial from me, but honestly, it's just the best way is to just look up how to make one because that's how I did it. Because there's like, and when I say there's probably like 100 or more dragon puppet tutorials on YouTube, I mean it. It's just there's not really any point of making another tutorial when there's already somebody else that has made that base style. So it's just there's not like I said, there's not really any point because it's just like, you know, somebody could just look that up, to be honest. So it's just easy to look up. Anyways, so I also did the Christmas colors one, which is white, green, and red. Like in my book, those are the Christmas colors because somebody suggested the Christmas colors, but yeah. Hello, Gubby. Welcome. So yeah, these are the Christmas colors. Um, I mean, yeah, these are like the Christmas colors, obviously. So yeah, yeah. Anyways, I did make, and I ended up making a Christmas puppet, so we're gonna grab that. It's basically what this one is. Honestly, the attention to detail to this one is actually pretty interesting, like the candy cane horns and everything. We got the little snowflakes that are like red, and it's pretty interesting. And then we just kind of got both sides. The eye looks different. That's probably the main difference. So yeah. Thank you, by the way. That's a nice compliment. So there's like this really nice detail to it. I really try to make them all look different, but like be in the same style that I really like, which is like this like cartoony style. But honestly, it's actually pretty easy to trace out a style like in your own style of a puppet, because yeah, that's cool, Gubby. So I mean, honestly, I mean, for me, for a while now, I've just been making puppets where I make little pieces, cut them out, and glue them together. So yeah, I'm probably one of the first puppeteers or dragon puppeteers or people just who make puppets out of paper that actually use colored paper. Um, so yeah, which I mean, honestly, I haven't really done that before, but yeah. What's your question, P Palma? So yeah. I just said what's your question. Anyways, so yeah, this is kind of like how long I've been making dragon puppets? Honestly, basically about 2 years now. I started making them in 2024 or maybe 2023. I'm pretty at, and sometime in mid 2024, 24 sometime. So practically 2 years now I've been making them, and I started making them in 2024. I believe in the second semester, so probably like some like in the mid of the year. So probably like it probably be more like about a year and a half now. For like how long I've been making them, and honestly, I will say some of like the original ones, they don't look as good. So there's definitely been improvement there, which is honestly good. Which means I've improved upon my style that I like making them in, and I try to make them all look different, but they all look pretty similar, honestly, but there's like different details and stuff. And it's just pretty interesting. Sometimes, I'll try to look up online like ideas, but obviously I'm not gonna like exactly copy those ideas because they're not originally my ideas. So I mean, I'm just like taking inspiration, basically, is what it's called. So yeah, I'm actually surprised I haven't done much with the Christmas one since it is basically the month of Christmas, but I mean, I'm probably gonna end up doing the same thing I did with the Halloween one for October. I will probably show it on Christmas Day, and that's kind of just how it's gonna end up being. So this one is the next one we're gonna show, which is pink, green, and blue. So yeah, this is gonna be the next one I'm going to show. And then after I'm showing the dragon puppets, I'll show my senior project. Also, it's my Fox Den. And then that's gonna be like the end of this live stream. So it's just, I kind of figured I just like combine the two. Um I've made a Valentine's Day one before. Haven't done St. Patty's Day. I haven't done probably only like Valentine's Day and Halloween. Those are like the only other holiday ones I've made. To answer your question. Which honestly, I feel like a lot of people do Christmas and Halloween, but like I feel like nobody else does like the other holidays, so I could probably do the other holidays. I would just have like for Patrick's Day, I would have to probably learn how to like draw the clovers and like maybe make it all green, which is possible because I have definitely had plenty of shades of green for colored paper, which is actually pretty interesting if you ask me. So yeah, I can definitely do that eventually, but obviously that's all the way in March. And just like Easter, that's another popular holiday that a lot of people don't really make them in. And I guess a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's Easter. I'm supposed to make a bunny puppet." Well, I mean, technically, you can make a puppet that has like eggs on its head or something strange like that. But anyways, we got this one, which honestly is one I'm actually really proud of this week's puppets I've made because I mean, honestly, it looks really cool. There's like a lot of like design work. Like if you really look at it, you can see the pink design work, which I mean, obviously because of the lighting, you can barely see the pink. But if it was a little darker in here, you would be able to see the pink better. So this one's actually pretty detailed. We got like the dark blue over the light blue, which kind of gives it that ear effect. So like the horns look really good. And it's just honestly how you just, make a style is you just practice for a while, like practiced art and everything. Like you could probably see it in my art. Like most of my art is just in this cartoony style, I guess. Like I would probably make it as, cartoonism the more than realism. So that's which, yes, cartoonism is a real thing. I know a lot of people know what realism is in the art world, but most people are like, it's cartoons. There's some people who just don't know what cartoonism, and cartoonism is like animators and like, pictures of cartoons and stuff like that. So it's definitely really interesting. And then we got this side of this one. You can actually see the pink better on this side. It definitely looks really good. I guess some people are probably, just judge me because I don't have like the bottom where there's like covers this part of it, and then it has a smaller mouth. But I mean, honestly, I don't. It's like doing it in your own style is just it makes you original and stand out from the rest, and it's better than copying everyone else. It's better than trying to be like everyone else. Like, it's just better to, like, be yourself and, keep being yourself and, like, trying to, like, be like everyone else. That's kind of why I make them so different. Which, I mean, honestly, obviously, as I make them, they're gonna get better and more detailed. And, eventually I'll be able to make, like, super detailed ones that, like, have, like, a bunch of colors and stuff like that. But, yeah, right now it's not like as detailed right now, so I mean that's it. Yeah. So then we're gonna go to the last one I'm gonna show today, which is green and purple. I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, green and purple are the colors of a My Little Pony character. No, because obviously you can, like the originality thing. Sometimes you can take the same color scheme and then make something original out of it. So yeah, here's this one right here. So like the non-corrupted side has just like the normal swirls. It has like these little antennas. Honestly, that's understandable. It takes some practice because if you want to make something look more like what you're going for, it just takes a lot more practice and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's completely understandable. Honestly, this one, I was actually surprised how good this one looks for like the type, the top spikes. So like for the top spikes, that was a little bit of a um yeah, it was a little bit of a hard thing to do with these little horns, but it still turned out pretty good and looked how I envisioned it. So that's honestly pretty good. So I mean, and then we got the corrupted side, which has a lot more. I mean, I guess you could say creepiness to it, but it's more like that, you know, that creepy, cartoon, I guess. Which obviously, I mean, cartoons are gonna still have that cute look. They're not gonna be like uber creepy. Like, I mean, most cartoon villains like Scar. I mean, they're not gonna look like a uber creepy villain, but they try to their best to make them look like the villain. Like it's kind of obvious, kind of thing. I mean, we got the horns on the top. I mean, we got this little effect. I mean, it's just the corrupted side. It just looks it honestly turned out quite good. I mean, I'm surprised how well it turned out. I was thinking it would be like the tentacles on the back. Like, I was thinking it would just not turn out very well, but it ended up turning out pretty good, honestly. So, I mean, so yeah, honestly, I mean, like I said, it takes a lot of practice to kind of learn and stuff, but there's just two more bead strings that I'm going to make into a dragon puppet, which is green and blue, and then yellow, blue, and pink. So these two are the last two I have to make, which I'm gonna make both of them tomorrow. A lot of people are like, "Where are you gonna make two?" Because I mean, honestly, tomorrow I'm gonna try something different and do both of them in the same video, so it's like it's better and it's not like too many videos being posted at once. So that makes it good. So yeah, that's all the bead strings. So yeah, and now we come to the final part of this, which which is just showing my project. Which I'm just gonna have to. There we go. I mean, which this is actually my senior project. We got the little bumblebee, which looks pretty cute. Got the leaf effect. Obviously, the inside is not finished. I still have to paint it, and I still have to add like hay to it and all kinds of stuff on the inside. There's definitely stuff I still have to do. Which we got, all this details. So it's basically supposed to be a fox den. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and then we're gonna kind of flip it around real quick. Sorry. It's a little heavy, so I have to be careful with it. So then we got this side, which we're gonna get a little bit close up, so you can actually see some, like, the details. We got the little birds. Just gonna kind of just slowly kind of show it, and then once we're finally done showing it, I will actually show it from like from the distance and everything. It definitely looks good. I mean, sure, I might have went a little overboard, but I mean, sometimes a little overboard, because it is a project for school. I mean, going a little overboard, like my teacher said, she probably would rather me go overboard than it be just too simple. And originally it was too simple. I was gonna just keep it being super simple. Then I just decided to add like a bunch of spring stuff, and it just looks a lot better. I mean, obviously there probably wouldn't be this much commotion and around one little den, but I mean it's to make it look more colorful. I mean, obviously the butterflies are definitely gonna be around a den. We're just gonna say, because I mean, technically for the birds, I mean, since the foxes would live in the den, I mean, for the birds, I mean, it's kind of like a danger zone for them. So it's like, bird, why are you here? So then we're gonna kind of show the top. So we got the butterfly right here. Just gonna kind of show the top here. Got another bird. He's kind of just like the side. You could say that this butterfly's flying. I can actually barely see the wire, but it's there. Because I want to do a spring theme. Honestly, I could do any theme, and honestly, when they usually have their pups in the springtime, and that's when they do their dens. So it just makes more sense to have it like spring themed. So that's kind of why I did it like that, because they only have one mating month, and they only mate once in the season, which is in the springtime for foxes. Um, so yeah, that's kind of like what this one looks like. You can actually really see like the acorns and stuff, and just kind of just slowly show it. There's another stick sticking out. And, I'll probably have to glue it because it's a little flimsy. Um, So yeah, we also got some hidden stuff around. I mean, if you get a really close up, it's like definitely hidden stuff that you can barely see unless you get really close up to it. Then we kind of gonna turn around. This is kind of the back, which is honestly not really that detailed. We got some extra details. Also, thank you. It took a lot of hot glue sticks to make this. There's like cardboard under all this, which I still have to like paint the inside and add like the hay and leaves and other stuff that would technically go inside a fox den. And basically, I had to do like a lot of research, so it's also a research project. I have to have like this. I have to have a mentor and everything. And I know a lot of people like that sounds like a college project. It's not a college project, it's a high school project I have to do. So it's a high school senior project. Um, so yeah, this is what they chose to do for a final project for English, so this is what I'm doing. And I have to write, like, basically a really long essay about, like, foxes and then how this project is done too. So it's like, so yeah, thank you so much for the compliment. De Palma, it means a lot, honestly, because, yeah. So now we're gonna kind of show this side. Honestly, showing it close up, it just allows y'all to, like, see some of, like, the hidden picture and, like, see more. Like, this bird, he's just kind of chilling. We got the little bumblebee, which is kind of cute. We got the bumblebee right there, which is kind of cute. And then we got the birds. Obviously, those are not realistic bees, okay? They do not look like that. I guess we can say that they're those fat carpenter bees that mess up your shed and stuff. Hey, I'm not making fun of the bees. They're usually bigger than bumblebees, so. Honestly, then we got this little rock wall. Some of the rocks are a little hidden under, like, the grass, but we got the little rock wall right there, which is on the other side, too. We kind of got a lot of, like, the leaves and stuff, which, the leaves are more gonna be on the inside, because technically foxes probably carry in leaves and dried grass, which is basically what the hay is going to be, but technically they can, steal hay from, like, the farms and stuff. So yeah. I feel like a lot of people get mad at foxes because they're like, they're gonna eat my chickens. Like, there are ways to keep, the foxes from getting your chickens. It's like, I always say, like, well, why are you gonna be mad at a fox for, eating your chickens? You're the one who should have kept them locked up and kept your, chicken coop, I guess you could say fox-proofed. So yeah, that's usually, that's actually when I went to visit a rescue which had foxes, and no, it's not Save a Fox. I know a lot of people are like, right away, they hear the, fox rescue, oh, Save a Fox. I live nowhere near Save a Fox, so, yeah, it's not that one, but, so then we're gonna get really close up to this little section here, which is, yeah. So, it definitely just looks really cool, very detailed. Tomorrow I'll probably have another video on this, but, so we got this side. Oh, happy belated birthday. So yeah, we got this side. We got the top. which is going to be better to kind of just show up here. Then we're going to kind of get more closer to it so you can see more details. And then we got this side right here, which honestly looks less colorful, but it looks pretty detailed. I mean, the attention to detail that turned out for this, it turned out pretty good, I will say. The hot glue is holding up pretty good. I mean, I will say one of the acorns, like this one, and this one fell off because I absolutely kicked it, so I'm just gonna have to be careful not to kick it again. I mean, yeah, bees are just so cute. Even though that's definitely not a realistic bee, it's just, they're cute. And I can tell these are those little felt bees, so I mean, it's cute. Not gonna lie. Probably like the only thing on here that's not realistic. Like the birds are realistic, the little butterflies are realistic. Like this obviously looks like a realistic morpho butterfly. And yeah, obviously this is not a project on butterflies, but I mean, yeah. So that's kind of like how I did it. I mean, it's sometimes like, I mean, I had to do a lot of hot gluing and stuff like that for the project. So, I mean, tomorrow I'm going to be, and this is kind of stuff that I'm going to add. I'm going to add the hay on the inside. So I'm going to be working on the inside tomorrow. I'm probably going to add some sticks on the inside. I'm going to add more leaves. I might add some acorns, some sticks. And honestly, foxes do, bring in dog toys and, sticks and stuff for like the little kits to play with, and that's what a baby fox is called, a kit. So it's pretty interesting. Honestly, originally for these little flowers, so yeah, it's a fox den, but I mean, originally I was gonna have these with the stems, but it didn't really work. Honestly, I can't really do that because I don't have any more moss, which is resembling the grass. And actually it's not gonna be, and usually there's not grass in the inside because it's the inside, it's dirt and so there's usually on the inside of a fox den, there's more like soft stuff like hay, like dried hay and like leaves and just, stuff that would be like inside of the den kind of thing. So yeah, it's gonna probably take me a little bit longer to do the inside because I'd have to do a lot more work. So yeah, it's definitely a work in progress, but I mean, the outside of it's definitely finished. It's just the inside that needs to be finished. And then finally, I'm just gonna I mean, my project is on red foxes, so I'm just gonna pick up a couple red foxes and I'll just kind of do this. There we go. So yeah, we got these. Yeah. So yeah, it's a fox den. A lot of people are like, oh, it looks more like a cave. Yeah, I know, but usually caves, they have more like this rocky way, and I would have been doing a project on bears. So, obviously I'm doing a project on foxes. So another thing I'm gonna add on the inside is brown paint, which is gonna resemble dirt. Oops. Which, I mean, I never showed the paints. Thank you. Those are actually my Isas. So, we got this brown, and then we got this brown. So these are basically going to resemble dirt. So apparently this whole project, I was originally going to actually use natural resources from outside too, but it ended up just being a bunch of, like, fake stuff, I guess you can say. Like, those butterflies, they look realistic, but they're made out of, fabric, or a special fabric, or a special felt, I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, thank you for everyone who joined this live stream. So, today we're going to, shout out the people who were in the live stream. So, at number 1 is the Palma, BJ9XV is at number 1. Number 2, Joshua, Chani, B7R at number 2. Number 3 is Gubby at number 3, and then number 4 is Tony Cramley F2X. So yeah, that's everyone. So Tony Cramley is at number 4. So guys, thank you for joining. For those of you who joined, anyways, Harmony Blazinski over and out. Goodbye.